What's good, Sun Games here, and today I'm gonna go over my overall best defensive builds for Shinobi Striker. These are pretty good in almost any situation, so I'm just gonna get right to it. For the first one, I have third Hokage's Flame Fireball Jutsu, which is, I think it's called the Flame Bomb Jutsu. You're gonna want Mitsuki's Snake Thrust, and for the alt you want the third's Grim Reaper Seal. For your close, you're going to want ninjutsu damage on the top, and for the bottom, reduced ninjutsu cooldown. And for your sub, you're going to want Haku's Ice Clone, and if you don't have Haku, I guess I would just use a Clay Jutsu or the Sand Jutsu, Clone Jutsu. For your weapons, I would use Blast Bomb, and I don't know how to say it, it's Kasame Sword or something like that, and if you don't have that, I would just use whatever you're used to. And yeah, for this build, it's very good attack type build. It's very good for damage. It's pretty much the highest damage output you could probably put out for defense aside from Demon Hunter. It's good for long range. When people try to run, you can shoot them with the third Hokage's Jutsu, and when they're mid-range, you can use Mitsuki's Jutsu, and if they're close, you can just use your swords, which usually has better length. So it's all around pretty good build, pretty aggressive, and with a healer you're pretty much unstoppable. Not to mention Grim Reaper Seal's pretty easy to use, as long as you don't get too overzealous with it. You just use it at the right time and you can instantly take somebody out for a long time, and if you're lucky you'll take out more than one person. So it's all around great offensive defensive build, perfect for combat battle and base battle. For my second build, I would use Subterranean Voyage, and then pretty much any jutsu you want in combination with Subterranean Jutsu is good, depending on what game mode you're in. If you're in combat battle, you can use things like Demon Hunter. The Toad Summon is pretty good. You can use Kamoi for things like flag and base and combat. So yeah, pretty much any jutsu, depending on what situation you're in. Sand Shield for base, like Subterranean is just all around great because it gives you movement and health back, as well as it's a good counter. So it's pretty much an all-in-one move. So you can get creative with whatever game mode you're in and combine something with it, and it'll always turn out pretty decent. Some are obviously better than others, but overall, depending on what you're trying to do, everything works with Subterranean Voyage. For the alt, Yamato's alt goes great with Subterranean Voyage or things like Demon Hunter or Kamoi because of the super armor or the fact that nobody can hit you. And otherwise, Yamato's alt is kind of hard to hit people with. You gotta be pretty close, but going underground leaves you invulnerable, and then you can just activate it when somebody's close to you, and the same with the other jutsus I mentioned. So overall, like, those two jutsu work great together. For your close, you're gonna want a close range attack boost for the first hit, and for the bottom, you're gonna want movement speed. To combine with Subterranean Voyage, it'll just make you almost as fast as, healers and attack types and range types, which is usually why most people don't pick defense. You're pretty slow, so it pretty much evens out your speed. The close range attack, if you're using something like a scythe or the Executioner's Blade, this is the difference between killing somebody and leaving them with that last inch of health. So that's why I use close range attack boost on the first hit. And for your weapons, the Blast Bomb is pretty much good with everything. It's overall good just because it's quick, it knocks people back, and it does decent damage. And the Clay Bomb sub. Also a trick with the Clay sub, if you sub out and throw your bomb right away while somebody's fighting your Clay, if you hit them with Blast Bomb, your Clay will also explode and it'll do like double damage. I don't know if they patched that, but I used to do that a lot pre-season 2. And for the third build, I would use Uchiha Flame Formation. That's Obito's move. 8 trigrams palm rotation, and Obito's alt. And if you don't have Obito's alt, I would instead use Water Shark Bomb or Bring Down the House Jiraiya's alt. For close, use Increased Secret Technique Speed, and for the bottom, I would either use Max Health or Reduce Ninjutsu Cooldown. So this build's really good for a team-based battle. He really helps you back up, protect your teammates. So when people are on you, you can use 8 trigrams palm rotation, which does, and both these jutsu do defensive damage. So if somebody's trying to hit you, Uchiha Flame Formation will not only hurt them, but anybody they hit on your team. It gives you a free hit. It can protect you from alts, and so can 8 trigrams can personally protect you from alts. Also does damage to people, and it has a short cooldown time. So you can protect your teammates, so when people start to jump you, you can protect yourself a lot pretty well. And for the alts, it's pretty flexible. You're gonna want an alt that's kind of quick to activate, like Shark Bomb or Bring Down the House. In this video, I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong alt, but yeah, that's my reasoning for choosing those alts. So yeah, those are my 3 best defense builds. You try them out. Leave a comment if you have anything better, or if you use something that's the same or slightly different, or anything you want to know. Peace.